Seeing as we absolutely destroyed our closest rivals Chelsea in the last game, which put us massively clear at the top of the Premier League, I think it's safe to say we should be focusing purely on the Champions League from now on. Yes, a 3-1 victory against Chelsea with the late goal from Ferran Torres put us 5 points clear with 2 games in hand. And since then, we've gone from strength to strength. We've won 2 games in hand, and Man City have dropped points along the way. So we're now 18 points clear with 13 league games left. And we have 1 game left in the Champions League, which we're going to play now against Wolfsburg. I mean, I'd say we're pretty much guaranteed to be through, given that a goal difference is massive, but you never know. Since you was with us, it's a sea of green, but we did lose our unbeaten run in the Premier League with a 2-1 victory away at the Etihad. Jude Bellingham got a goal in the first minute, but Robot Haaland, after half-time, blew us away quickly, and that was that. But other results, 2-1 victories against Cardiff and Leicester. As you can see, plenty of goals followed that. 5-1, 3-2, 4-1, a couple of 2-0s. Leonardo getting goals, Skamaka getting goals, Bellingham joining in, Leao, Cherki, Salah. I mean, we're sharing the goals round nicely and everyone's getting some. We're through to the 4th round of the FA Cup after we beat Arsenal 2-1. What else has been going on? That is Carabao Cup. We're through to the final as well. We knocked out Fulham. We're going to play Wolves, which will probably be in the next episode. Today we're just going to have Wolfsburg, and then just a game against Newcastle, which will probably be the last Premier League game we show you until maybe we wrap up the title. So let's get right into it then. Wolfsburg away. A point guarantees us last 16, and this is the team that we're going to send out there. Karnaseki in goal, Kua, Tomori, Milenkovic, Belanova, Gallagher, Scott, and Siharoglu. Purely just because Bellingham's 1 yellow away from suspension and Dongo's a yellow away from suspension. Paquetá, 91%. Yeah, it's a good time to rest a few players. Cherki, Bowen, in behind, Skamaka. Let's get this done. Let's get this last 16 in the bag. And hopefully we'll find out pretty soon who we're going to play. Although we've still got the playoffs to go. So we're not going to count our chickens before they hatch. Timo Kehrer, he used to be at West Ham. Fabian Ryder, he's decent. Other than that, Kabak used to be at Liverpool, didn't he? Lacroix. Yeah, surprised he's still at Wolfsburg. Cool. No away fans by the looks of it. Have we got some kind of travel ban? Have we been naughty? Or are we just not taking any? Not sure I've seen that before. What's going on? Oh, no, that corner as well. Maybe they're under reconstruction. Maybe we have got away fans somewhere. Time will tell. Just says here 21,662. Doesn't sound like that is the full capacity of the. Well, it's definitely not the full capacity of the stadium because there's no fans there to cheer in a goal from our old boy Timo Kehrer. Not a great start then. That has come a bit out of the blue. I mean, it's quite far out. It does loop over well, but you fancy Karnaseki to save that, if I'm honest. And yeah, that not the start we wanted there. Alex Scott's nicked in though. Cool. Oh man, Effie has not held on to that pass. Now Wind is in. Yankuto, Arnold, Reader. I said he was quite good. Reader, Ryder. Either way, just gone over the bar. We need to wake up here. Barcelona are taking the lead against Sporting, and I'm pretty sure Barcelona are already through. Were they the team that was in second? Oh, Yankuto goes close. The ex-Man City man, I believe. I'm going to shout demand more at these boys. No, it was PSG above us, but Barcelona go above us with that Dembele goal. Newcastle still to play. FC Cologne. Where are they? They're winning, so that's as high as they'll go. Yeah, they'll go above us. Worrying times. We have got a much better goal difference. I'm not sure if it still goes on goal difference or head-to-head, to be honest. Well, we might have to dip into the substitute bench here. I'm going to throw the water bottle. Because, I mean, it's not acceptable, really. We are absolutely running away with the Premier League. And I'm not saying Wolfsburg are a bad team by any stretch of the imagination. But with Arsenal absolutely battering Roma, we should be doing something similar to Wolfsburg. But we're not. We're 1-0 down. We can't really string a couple of passes together in the opposition half. Maybe it is one of those games that FM throws up every now and then where your team, despite being the best team in the game, just throw up a dopey performance. Hopefully not. Scott now looking for Jared Bowen if he stayed on side. He beats his man. Skamaka's in there. And there we go. That is the equaliser, the much needed equaliser. It says there he sends the West Ham fans into raptures. I can't see a West Ham fan anywhere. So I can't possibly guess where they're getting that information from. It's a good header from him though. It's right in the bottom corner. The keeper had no chance. He is a beast in the air. He gets up like that quite regularly. We've got another highlight straight away which doesn't fill me with that much confidence. It does put us back up into fourth though if it stays like this, but they're in behind here. Jan Kuto got so much space, he picks out Yankov, it's blocked. Belanova doesn't trip him, and we live to fight another day. Half an hour to go. Let's see if we can shake some things up. Jared Bowen not in the best of shape, so Mohamed Salah can come on for him. And I think Cherky's not having a great game, so Marcus Leonardo can come on for him. 2 attacking changes then, as Arsenal continue to dismantle Roma. Which, I mean, that would be 8 wins from 8. I was going to say 3 wins from 8, but that's not good maths. 8 wins from 8 for Arsenal, but our goal difference is still 6 better than theirs. Just goes to show you that when we're on, we're on. But when we're not, we are very average at times. Thankfully, though, those average performances haven't come about too often this season. Probably the Barcelona game in the last episode, the Inter Milan in the one before that, which was followed up by the 3-0 at Fulham. But yeah, I did rest a few players here. The likes of Effie getting a game in central midfield, Paquetá in, or nearly find Skamaka, but Marcus Leonardo's there behind him, and he might just have spared our blushes, got us out of jail. All of the above. What he has done is given us a 2-1 lead in the 91st minute. Paquetá getting in, making that run beyond, looks for Skamaka. Skamaka does enough to put the defender off. Oh, Jack. Poor Jackie boy. And Marcus Leonardo tucks home the finish. And despite us being on top of the stats, from what I saw from the highlights, we weren't the better team there. So we've got away with one there. I guess the old saying goes, if you can't be good, be lucky. We did actually have 1,861 away fans there. There they are. I can see them now. But yeah, they just hid from the camera. So we're just going to play through these next few games, and I'll see you in a second for Newcastle. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? That victory was enough to secure us third, because PSG beat Frankfurt in their game. Playoff teams, I mean, anyone down to 13th you'd want to avoid. But I feel comfortable with anyone from Roma, really down to Shakhtar. Whoever gets through, that will be... when's that game being... Oh, they haven't had the draw yet, so they probably won't tell us. But, yeah. So Newcastle then. I mean, look at that for a team. Ugarte's in there. Frimpong, Silva, Gertruda, Van de Ven, Ugarte, Barella, Kone, Madison, St Maximan, Isak. They've still got Bruno Guimaraes, Coop Miners, Curtis Jones, Leo Abada. Anyone else of note? Not really. Oscar Pereira can be a wonder kid. I mean, I'd argue they've got, don't get me wrong, they've got a very, very strong team. But given 44 million there, 180 million spent last year, 188 the year before, 195 the year before that, you'd probably expect their team to be looking a lot more like ours. But they're not, because they don't have an expert transfer negotiator like yours truly. So let's go about beating them, shall we? We'll bring Bellingham back in. He can play in the Metsala role because he's not under threat from suspension. And Dongo can come in as well and play centre-back. Leao comes in at left wing. Bowen is going to play right wing. Or should I bring Salah in? Salah's got 6 and 8. He's got 18 and... Yeah, Bowen, I mean, is massively outperforming Salah as it stands. And then Marcus Leonardo, 28 goals in 32 as opposed to 27 in 35. So both the strikers really are just scoring goals for fun. That is such a comfortable position to be in, knowing that whichever striker you're going to put in is pretty much getting a goal a game. Barring, I mean, you saw them, like, there's a lot of substitute appearances in there as well. They're not even going with Isak, they're going with Ramazani up front. 26-year-old Belgian. They brought him in from Almeria for 41 million. He's got 4 goals in 14 games. Is that the right decision? Time will tell. I've clicked on him now, so he probably will score. Nuno Mendes, I see there at left back. Missed him before. PSG left back in... Is he there in real life? Did he go back to Sporting? I'm not sure. But Abada, despite being on the transfer list, is playing. I mean, they were playing it around at the back there. They didn't look entirely comfortable. And as a result, the ball forward is a bit more of an aimless one, and we've managed to get it under control. Bellingham has found Bowen. Nuno Mendes, whether he's at Sporting or PSG, he's dived in there. He's been left for dead. But luckily for him, the cross from that right-hand side, which he should have been defended, was plucked out of the sky by the keeper. Okoli's dominant there in the air. And now Conor Gallagher brings it towards halfway. Leonardo's found Rafa Leao. He's in, and he scores his 7th goal of the season. Hasn't scored for a little while, especially on camera. So he deserves to do that little dance in front of the West Ham fans in the corner. Clearly identified West Ham fans this time. Marcus Leonardo with the assist. He's in behind there, and he calmly slots it into the bottom corner. And we are 1-0 up in the early kickoff. Chelsea will be playing Leicester later in the day, which, not sure where Leicester are in the league, but you'd fancy Chelsea to be honest, you'd fancy Chelsea to beat every team in the Premier League, apart from possibly us, maybe Manchester City. But that hasn't been the case so far this season. Leicester in 5th, so by no means a foregone conclusion, as Newcastle look to find a way back into this game, try and creep themselves up the league table and be able to spend 180 million again next year. If they keep missing out on European football though, that transfer money will very quickly dry up. And who knows, someone like a West Ham might be the subject of one of those billionaire takeovers. As Marcus Leonardo has made it too. I mean, the flag is not gone up, but they're checking it. I mean, this West Ham team seem primed and ready for a tycoon takeover. Don't get me wrong, we're not financially in any kind of trouble, but we're winning league titles now. We're challenging for Champions Leagues. Why wouldn't you if you had that much money? We've got a great stadium. We're filling it every week. So you're almost guaranteed to make money. I suppose, why would the owners sell if that was the case as well? You've got to look at it from both sides. Marcus Leonardo trying to steal in there. And now Ndongo comes across nicely. We've looked very comfortable at the back. I don't want to give us the kiss of death, because now that we're kind of playing it around like that, doesn't actually fill me with that much confidence. But we've managed to get in, and Marcus Leonardo can't get on to the end of that one. And Dongo wins the header again. Alex Scott, James Maddison's got in there now though. He's struck from distance, and Karnaseki tips it over the bar. Now we've got a tricky James Maddison corner to defend. He looks for Manu Coley, gets up again. He's been immense in the air. And Nuno Mendes can't keep his shot down. And it stays 2-0 to the Hammers. Now got a corner. Oh, how has that not gone in? I think it was Ndongo won it. Bellanova from distance. It looked like it's cleared off the line a couple of times maybe. Bit of a goalmouth scramble. And it stays 2-0. Gallagher now looking for Bellingham. Rafa Leao bends one and he finds the top corner. In the last episode, he hit the bar a couple of times with similar efforts. This time he's found his range. This time he's found the postage stamp. And it is 3-0 to West Ham. And Dongo, Scott, Gallagher. I mean, Marcus Leonardo with the layoff. Was that pass looking for him or was it looking for Bellingham? Either way, Leonardo lays it off. Rafa Leao gets his second of the game. Puts the game surely beyond all doubt. 3-0 up. This is just more proof that we are very, very strong. Too strong for this league, you'd argue. So it gives us plenty of time to focus on all things Champions League, as Manu Kone looking to make me eat my words and not get too premature. But between Akoli getting the block and then Bellingham dispossesses him. And that is it. 3-0 at half time. Absolutely flying. I've had loads of everyone's happy, everyone looks delighted. I'm delighted. Nuno Mendes comes off and Gertruda comes on for Newcastle, but it's the same story so far. They give the ball away in that midfield. This time though, we can't capitalise on it, and Abada's going to bring it down the right hand side. Kua over there on a booking. Don't do anything stupid. He doesn't. He forces him inside, and thankfully for us, he can't keep his head shot down. And it goes over the bar. Now another James Maddison corner to defend. Cool. I feel like there's more going on in this game so far. As Avila's got in, they're checking it. He looks very much onside to me, so I think that's 3-1. So much happening in this game though. It really is an end-to-end. Oh, it's disallowed. It's disallowed. It's still 3-0. I actually thought this looked okay. Let's have a look in slow motion. Oh, it's very tight, isn't it? It's very tight. VAR coming to our rescue. Perhaps undeserved, but we'll take it. That's our clean sheet preserved. Look at the goal difference, 67. Almost double of what Man City's is. One more goal and we've doubled it. Let's try and get it now, shall we? Mohamed Kua can come off for Ben Johnson if he's a bit tired. Who else? Alex Scott. We'll bring on... Let's bring on Cherky in that role. Let's see what Cherky's like as a playmaker. Jared Bowen not having the best of games, so Mohamed Salah can come on for him. What a position to be in. Oh, a little bit of a mix-up there between Ndongo and Akoli, but they survive. It bounces kindly for us. And now Bellanova has some space down the right-hand side. Finds Salah. Bellingham brings it over halfway. Look at the drive in him. He's getting beyond his man. Back to Bellanova. Conor Gallagher now. Cherky's got space, lines it up with his left foot. The keeper was stranded. Luckily for him, and luckily for Newcastle, it just goes a little bit wide of the post and it stays 3-0. Look at us though, we're camped. Everyone is in the Newcastle half. We cannot find that ball through, and now they look to counter. They've got people forward, but we've got enough back to deal with it, including Mo Salah, who's the one that nicks it. Rafa Leao into Leonardo. Oh, tame effort in the end. Possibly looked a little bit offside. It wasn't given. But yeah, the linesman didn't really spare his blushes as we give the ball away in the midfield there, which is a little bit disappointing from Cherky. Ramazani, who I clicked on at the start, got himself an assist. Bruno Guimaraes with his first of the season, which we're at the end of January now, so a bit surprising. Maybe he hasn't had the game time, with the likes of Barella coming into the side. And yeah, I mean, we've got caught out like that before. I'm not sure if there's any kind of instructions you can do, but we cannot leave people just that kind of space coming into our penalty area. Milenkovic can come off for Belanova. Conor Gallagher can have a rest for Effie. 14 minutes to go, 2-goal cushion. We should have enough in the bank to see this out. Last 5 minutes, I'll demand more just to make sure we hold it out. But Newcastle don't look like they've got anything to attack us with, and we will take that all day long. So how does that leave the Premier League table? It leaves us 19 points clear, having played one more game than Man City and Chelsea, who both sit on 52 points. Schedule-wise, it's saying the 29th, so the Carabao Cup final, and we'll bring you that in the next episode, along with the draw and whoever we play here. I'm pretty sure it might not be the 29th just because of how the fixtures pan out, but that'll be when you join us again on Tuesday, where hopefully we can snap up some silverware.